So you're out on the course, early to mid-season, finally swinging well, and there it is, that sharp pain on the outside of your elbow every time you grip the club. Maybe it showed up after a long-range session, maybe it just crept in. You've probably already tried the usual stuff: rest it, ice it, a brace, some exercises. Maybe somebody told you to just play through it. And here's the part that drives people crazy. It gets a little better when you back off, and then the second you go play 18, it's right back. Hi, I'm Dr. Erin. I treat active people who don't want just to take it easy as their only option. So today, let's talk about what tennis elbow actually is, why the most common treatment can sometimes work against you, and what we can do to actually get it to heal so you can stay in the game you love. So really quickly, yes, it's called tennis elbow, but golfers get it just as much. When the pain's on the outside of the elbow, that's tennis elbow. On the inside, that's golfer's elbow. Same family, same idea, and honestly, the same game plan for fixing it. So if yours is on the inside, don't tune out. This one is for you too. Now, I want to be straight with you because I've watched this play out hundreds of times. For a long time, the go-to move for tennis elbow was a cortisone shot. And I've given plenty of those over the years for this issue. And I get the appeal. Cortisone is a powerful anti-inflammatory, and a lot of people feel better fast. Couple of days, pain's way down, you're thrilled, and back to your game, no big deal. But here's the problem. When we look at what happens 6 months, a year down the road, the people who got cortisone often end up worse than the people who did nothing at all. The relief is real, but it's short-lived. And there's good evidence that cortisone can actually weaken the tendon over time. So why does that happen? It comes down to a misunderstanding about what tennis elbow really is. We used to think it was an inflammation problem, but turns out by the time it's been bugging you for weeks or months, it's not really inflamed anymore. It's worn down. The tendon's frayed. So when we put cortisone on a worn down tendon, we're treating a fire that already went out and we're not rebuilding anything. So that's the shift that changed how I practice. Instead of just quieting the pain, I want to actually heal the tissue. And that's where PRP comes in. Okay, let me explain PRP the way I'd explain it to a buddy on the tee box. No medical jargon. So think of your tendon like a rope, the thick cord that connects your forearm muscles to your elbow. Over the years, with a few million golf swings, that rope starts to fray. Little strands wear out faster than your body can repair them. That fraying is tennis elbow. Now, your body actually knows how to fix a rope like this. It has a whole repair crew. The problem is tendons have lousy blood supply, so the repair crew has a hard time getting to the job site. The construction guys are ready to work, they just can't get there. PRP, that stands for platelet-rich plasma, is basically amping up the repair crew and giving it a ride straight to the problem. So here's how it works. We take a sample of your own blood, just yours, nothing artificial, nothing from a donor. We put it in a spinner, a centrifuge, and we separate out the platelets. Now, when a lot of people hear platelets, they think clotting. But platelets are also loaded with growth factors. They're like the foreman that shows up and tells the whole crew, all right, we got work to do here, let's go. So we take that concentrated dose of your body's own repair signal, and using ultrasound to see exactly where the damage is, we inject it right into the frayed part of the tendon. And that's the whole idea. We're not masking the pain, we're not numbing it and hoping, we're waking up your body's own healing response right where you need it. Cortisone says, be quiet. PRP says, let's rebuild. Now, I'll tell you honestly, PRP is not instant. The first week or two, the elbow can actually feel a little cranky because we want a healing response. The payoff comes over the following weeks and months as that tendon gets stronger. It's the difference between a quick patch and an actual repair. So here's something a lot of people don't realize. The injection is the headliner, but the supporting treatments are what take a good result and make it a great one. I almost never do PRP completely on its own at this point. Two of my favorites are shockwave and laser. So let's start with shockwave. Don't let the name scare you. There's no electricity, nothing like that. Shockwave sends focused sound wave energy into the tendon. What that does is two things. It stirs up fresh blood flow into an area that, like we said, doesn't get much on its own. And it nudges those old stuck repair signals back to life. Think of it like knocking on the door and waking the crew up before they start the job. It pairs beautifully with PRP because they're doing the same thing from two angles, bringing the body's healing machinery to a place that's starved of it. Then there's laser, specifically the medical grade lasers we use in clinic. So the simplest way I can put it, laser delivers energy that your cells use as fuel. It's like plugging your tendon into a charger. More cellular energy means faster repair, better blood flow, and this part patients love, real pain relief along the way without having to take a pill. So when you put it together, PRP to concentrate and deliver the repair crew, shockwave to wake everyone up and bring in the blood supply, and laser to keep the cells charged and comfortable, you have a plan that's actually working with your body instead of just quieting it down. That's the combination that gets my patients back to a full pain-free swing. Now, I want to talk about something that is rarely covered when we are treating tennis elbow, and it might be the easiest win of the whole video, and that is nutrition. So here's the thing, we can do the fanciest procedures and injections in the world, but if I'm asking your body to rebuild a tendon, I have to give it the building materials, and tendons are made almost entirely of collagen, and collagen is protein. So here's my honest experience. A lot of guys over 40, even healthy active guys, are walking around eating way less protein than they think. And as we age or collect days on this earth, as I like to say, our bodies actually get less efficient at turning protein into tissue. So you need more, not less, right when you're trying to heal. So I'm not going to turn this into a nutrition lecture, but let me give you one simple target you can act on today. Aim to get a solid serving of protein at every meal, roughly the size of your palm, every time you eat. If you like to work with numbers, a good ballpark for an active man in recovery is somewhere around 3/4 gram to a gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. For a lot of you, that means front-loading breakfast because that's the meal where protein tends to fall short. And it's more effective to have approximately equal amounts of protein throughout the day, like aiming for 30 to 40 grams per meal rather than dosing it all in one meal. And here's a little pro tip I give my patients. There's good research that taking a little collagen or even just plain gelatin along with some vitamin C about 30 to 60 minutes before your rehab exercises can help your body lay down new collagen right when the tendon is being loaded. It's simple, it's inexpensive, and it stacks right on top of everything else we're doing. So the point is this: the injection starts the project, your nutrition is what actually finishes the build and keeps it going for the long term. So do not skip it. So let's bring it home. Tennis elbow isn't something you just have to live with, and it's not something you have to keep numbing year after year. It's a worn down tendon, and tendons can heal when we give them the right help. That's PRP to spark the repair, shockwave and laser to support it, and good nutrition to fuel it. Honestly, tennis elbow is one of my favorite conditions to treat because it responds so well to these modalities. If your elbow's been nagging you all season and you're tired of being told to just rest it, that's exactly the kind of thing I help people with every day. The goal isn't just to get you out of pain, it's to keep you in the life you love. On the course, in the gym, wherever you want to be. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like, and remember to subscribe. And if you want to talk about your specific situation, feel free to reach out. Website and contact details are below. So I'm Dr. Erin Wass. Take care of those elbows, and I'll see you in the next one.